till our last breath. I love you.
Small apartment, late night. Salam sits on floor in sports bra and tactical pants, wrapping her knuckles with black tape methodically. 6-month-old Almas sleeps in crib nearby. Salam's hands don't shake, her face is cold, empty, dangerous. She stands, walks to mirror, stares at herself. Different woman than who started this. Harder. Picks up framed photo of Wool from table, touches his face through the glass. 48 hours. Her mother appears in doorway holding baby monitor. You sure about this? Salam loads gun, chambers round. She took 6 months from us. I'm taking everything from her. Kisses sleeping Almaz without waking her. Straps on shoulder holster, grabs leather jacket. If I don't come back, you will. Salam walks out. Door closes. Lovies, we need you to understand something before we go any further. This is it, the finale. The moment everything we've built for 3 parts comes down to this. Salam just walked out that door, knowing she might never walk back through it. And if your heart isn't already in your throat, check your pulse. This is Afro-Seoul TV, where we take you between 2 worlds, beyond all borders. And right now we're taking you to a place where love and war become the same thing. We only serve tear-jerkers, heartbreakers, and game changers. And part 4 is all 3 at once. Drop a comment now. Atlanta, Seoul, New York, London, Nairobi, South Carolina, Tokyo, Paris. Wherever you are, we need to hear you because this finale is going to end you. Hit that subscribe button like Salam's life depends on it, because it does. Share this with someone who needs to see what real love looks like when it goes to war. Now hold on, because the next 48 hours will change everything. Detective Kwan's apartment looks like a war room. Maps tacked to every wall. Photos of Jan, Day, known associates, surveillance screenshots, bank records printed and highlighted, laptop screens showing prison security feeds, government databases, encrypted communications they've been tracking for months. Coffee cups everywhere, empty takeout containers, the smell of desperation and sleepless nights. Salam stands at the center table, arms crossed. She's been here for 3 hours already, planning, arguing, planning some more. Haben paces like a caged animal on her right. Kwan sits at his laptop on her left, fingers flying over keys. Salam's mother stands in the doorway, holding 6-month-old Almas against her shoulder, watching everything with worried eyes. This is suicide, Kwan says for the 3rd time. He's not trying to convince her anymore, just stating facts. His face is gaunt, dark circles under his eyes that match Salam's. 6 months of watching a good man rot in a cell while they chase ghosts and hit walls. Prison breaks don't work, not real ones. Not against maximum security facilities, and definitely not when the prisoner is being actively protected by government resources. Jan has Vice Minister Day covering for her. They have unlimited budget, unlimited manpower, unlimited reach. He gestures at the 3 of them, at the cramped apartment, at the reality staring them in the face. We have this, just us, 3 people in desperation. Then we don't break him out, Salam says. Her voice is calm, steady, the voice of someone who's already made the decision and is just waiting for everyone else to catch up to the inevitable. We make them want to release him. Haben stops pacing, looks at her sister. How? How do we make them want to release a man they framed specifically to destroy? We expose Day, publicly, undeniably. We link him to Jan. We link him to the trafficking network. We link him to every dirty thing they've done together. We force the government to cut ties, distance themselves, throw him under the bus to save their own reputation. Salam's hands are flat on the table, leaning forward. Once Day loses government protection, he's not untouchable anymore. He's just another criminal, and criminals make mistakes. Kwan is already shaking his head before she finishes. Salam, we've been trying to find that connection for 6 months. Day is careful, paranoid. Everything is buried 3 layers deep. Shell companies registered in countries that don't cooperate with international law enforcement. Offshore accounts in banks that won't share records. Encrypted communications we can't crack. We have suspicions. We have theories. We have nothing concrete, nothing that would hold up in court, nothing the media would run without getting sued into oblivion. Then we get concrete proof, Salam says. We get close to them. We get inside their operation. We find it. How? Kwan spreads his hands, frustrated. Dai is untouchable, moves with security, never meets anyone outside secure locations. Yeon's compound is a fortress. High walls, armed guards, cameras covering every angle. We can't get surveillance inside. We can't plant listening devices. We can't get near either of them without... I can, Salam interrupts. The room goes silent, heavy, suffocating. Hubin speaks first, voice tight. No, absolutely not. Whatever you're thinking, whatever insane plan is forming in that head, the answer is no. Yeon wants something from me, Salam continues, ignoring her sister's objection. Focused. She's wanted it from the very beginning. She wants Almaz, the heir, the Nam bloodline, the granddaughter she thinks belongs to her. Fine. She stands up straight. I give her what she wants. I give her me. You're talking about using yourself as bait, Kwan says slowly. Understanding dawning, horror following immediately. I'm the trap, Salam corrects. I offer myself to her. A trade, me for wool. She won't be able to resist. She'll want to accept. She'll want to break me, humiliate me, make me suffer for destroying her network and making her look weak, for killing her associates, for exposing her operations. She'll bring me inside that fortress, keep me close. And once I'm inside, once I have access, she looks at Kwan. I find the evidence, the connection between her and Day, communications, financial records, proof. I send it to you. And then we burn their entire operation from the inside out. You'll be trapped. Haben's voice rises, angry now, scared. Alone in there, surrounded by her people, by killers and traffickers and people who've done worse things than we can imagine. Helpless. And we'll have no way to extract you, no way to help you. You'll just die in that place and Almaz will lose both her parents and I'll have to... Her voice breaks. She turns away. Salam walks to her, reaches out. Haben shakes her hand off violently. I'm not asking for permission, Salam says quietly. I'm not asking for approval. I'm telling you what I'm doing, what I have to do. It's the only play we have left. It's not a play. Haben spins back, tears on her face now. It's suicide. It's you giving up. It's you deciding you'd rather die than keep fighting. It's me deciding that Almaz grows up free. Salam's voice gets harder, colder. She grows up with her father, with family who love her, with a chance at something better than this. Better than running and hiding and looking over our shoulders and waiting for them to find us eventually. Because they will find us, Haben. You know they will. It's just a matter of time. So I'm choosing the time. I'm choosing the terms. I'm choosing to fight on my ground instead of waiting for them to corner us on theirs. Haben stares at her, face wet. I can't lose you. I can't lose both of you. You won't. Salam says it with more confidence than she feels, with more certainty than the situation deserves. I'm coming back. We both are. Wool and me, together. That's how this ends. That's the only way this ends. Kwan clears his throat, breaks the moment. If you're serious about this, and I can see that you are, we'll need equipment. A wire so we can hear what's happening. A camera so we can see. A tracker so we know where you are if they move you. Something sophisticated enough to get past their security, but hidden well enough they won't find it when they search you. And they will search you, Salam, thoroughly, invasively. They'll be looking for exactly what we're trying to hide. So we hide it better, Salam says. What can you do? Kwan is already thinking, already planning, mind shifting into operational mode. Micro wire, latest generation, sewn into clothing, into a bra seam maybe, impossible to detect visually. Metal content low enough it won't trigger standard detectors. Camera and jewelry, a necklace, something delicate, something a woman might wear to feel strong when walking into danger. And for the tracker, he pauses. Subdermal injection, under the skin, lower back where they won't think to look unless they're specifically searching for implanted devices. It's biodegradable, dissolves completely in 72 hours, leaves no trace, but it's also undetectable by standard security measures. How undetectable? Salam asks. Very. Unless they have military-grade full-body scanners, which they won't. They won't find it. But Salam, he looks at her directly, needs her to understand this. Once you're inside that compound, you're on your own. We can listen through the wire. We can watch through the camera if it stays hidden. We can track your location. But we can't help. Not immediately. Not without risking everything. If you get in trouble, if things go sideways, we might not be able to extract you in time. I understand. Do you? Kwan stands, walks around the table. Because I need you to really understand what you're agreeing to. If Jan decides to just kill you instead of keeping you alive, we'll know it's happening, but we won't be able to stop it. If she tortures you for information, we'll hear you scream, but we won't be able to make it stop. If she... I understand, Salam interrupts, firmer. I understand all of it, the risks, the reality, what I'm walking into. I understand, and I'm doing it anyway. And if you don't find evidence, his voice is gentle now, sad. If you get inside and there's nothing useful, if Jan just keeps you locked up and eventually kills you, Salam looks at her mother, at Almaz sleeping peacefully in her grandmother's arms, oblivious to the conversation deciding her future. Then you raise her. You and Haben and my mother. You tell her about us, about me and Wool, about what we fought for, what we died trying to give her. You make sure she knows we loved her more than breathing, more than living, more than anything in this world or any other. Her mother makes a small sound, broken, trying to hold back tears. Salam meets her eyes. A whole conversation happens in that look. Everything that can't be said out loud. Goodbye, I love you. I'm sorry. Be safe. Come back. I will. I'll try. I promise nothing except that I'll try. Salam picks up her phone, the burner they've been using for 6 months, opens the encrypted messaging app, types a number she has memorized, the number Jan left on that video message, the number that's haunted her dreams and waking hours and every moment in between for half a year. She types, I'll trade myself for Wool, me for him. That's the deal. Yes or no? Sends it. The response comes in less than 30 seconds. But it's not a text. It's a call. The phone vibrates in her hand. Jan's name on the screen, or the closest thing to a name, just a number in a nightmare. Salam answers, puts it on speaker so everyone can hear. Jan's voice comes through, smooth, amused, confident in a way that comes from holding all the cards for so long you forget what losing feels like. Well, this is unexpected and intriguing. Is it? Salam asks. Her voice is flat, emotionless. You want leverage over your son. You want to break me. You want him to watch while you destroy the woman he loves. You want revenge for everything I've cost you. Fine. I'm offering myself. Let Wool go. Take me instead. Simple trade. Jan laughs. The sound is cold. Delighted. You expect me to believe you'd sacrifice yourself? Just like that? Walk into my hands willingly? You must think I'm incredibly stupid. I think you're a mother, Salam says. Lets the words land. Sharp. Cutting. Or you were once, before you abandoned your son at 5 years old for power and money and empire and whatever else you told yourself was more important than the child you gave birth to. Pause. I'm a mother too. I'd do anything for my daughter. Walk into fire, surrender myself to my enemies. Trade my life for hers, for her future, for her father. You should understand that. Maternal instinct, maternal sacrifice. Or maybe you don't understand it. Maybe you never did. Maybe that's why you're alone at the top of your empire while everyone who ever loved you is either dead or wishes you were. The line goes silent, long, tense, dangerous. Salam can hear breathing on the other end, can feel the anger through the connection. Then Jan's voice comes back, different now, colder, more focused. Interesting, very interesting. You've got courage, stupidity maybe, But courage definitely. Another pause. Fine, I accept your offer. With conditions. What conditions? Location sent to this number. You have 24 hours. Come alone. No police, no backup, no surveillance, no tricks. I see anyone else, I detect any electronic monitoring. I suspect any kind of setup. The deal is off immediately and Wool dies. Not quickly, not mercifully. I'll make sure it takes days, and I'll make sure he knows it's because of you. Do we understand each other? Perfectly. Good. 24 hours. Don't be late. The call ends. Immediately a text arrives. Address, GPS coordinates, a location outside Seoul, private estate. Salam shows the phone to Kwan. He pulls up satellite imagery within seconds, studies it. His face gets grimmer with every second that passes. This is really bad, he says quietly. Look at this. High walls all around the perimeter. Guard towers at each corner, single access point that's heavily monitored. Cameras covering every approach angle. Motion sensors. This isn't just a compound. It's a fortress. Military-grade security. She'll see you coming from a mile away. If this is a trap, it's definitely a trap, Salam says. Calm, accepting. But it's my trap too. She thinks she's getting what she wants. She thinks she's winning. She has no idea I'm coming to burn her entire world down from the inside. The next 24 hours move too fast and too slow simultaneously. Time does that when you're counting down to something that might be the last thing you ever do. Every minute feels like an hour. Every hour feels like a minute. Kwan brings the equipment, shows Salam each piece. The wire is nearly invisible, thin as hair, flexible. He sews it carefully into the seam of her bra, threading it through the underwire, making it part of the structure. They'd have to cut apart the bra to find this, he says, and even then they might miss it. The camera is embedded in a necklace. Silver, delicate chain, small pendant, beautiful in a simple way. The lens is here, Kwan points to what looks like a decorative detail. Completely invisible unless you know exactly what you're looking for. It'll give us visual as long as they don't take it off you. The tracker is the worst part. Kwan sterilizes a spot on her lower back, just above her hip. This is going to hurt, he warns. Then he injects it. The needle burns going in. The device itself feels wrong under her skin, foreign, invasive. She grits her teeth, doesn't make a sound. 72 hours, Kwan says. Then it biodegrades completely, dissolves into compounds the body processes naturally. No trace left behind. But for those 72 hours, we'll know exactly where you are. Salam practices her cover story, memorizes it. A desperate mother, willing to trade herself for her daughter's father. Nothing more complicated than that. Keep it simple. Keep it believable. Don't try to be clever. Just be desperate. That's not hard. She is desperate. Night falls. The apartment gets quiet. Haben went home. Kwan is making final preparations in the other room. Salam's mother sits on the couch, rocking Almaz gently even though the baby is already asleep. Salam walks over, sits beside them, just looks at her daughter. 6 months old, getting bigger every day, starting to look more like a little person and less like a newborn. She has Wool's eyes, Salam's nose. The best of both of them mixed into something entirely new and perfect. Can I hold her? Salam asks quietly. Her mother carefully transfers Almaz to Salam's arms. The baby doesn't wake, just nestles against Salam's chest, breathing those soft baby breaths, completely trusting. Salam holds her, breathes her in, memorizes the weight of her, the warmth, the smell of baby lotion and milk and everything good in the world. Everything worth fighting for. Everything worth dying for. Mama loves you, she whispers, even though Almaz is too young to understand words, too young to form memories of this moment. But Salam needs to say it, needs this moment to carry her through whatever comes next. Mama loves you so much, more than anything, and Daddy loves you too. And we're going to be together again, all of us. I promise you that. I'm going to bring Daddy home. Her mother touches Salam's shoulder. You're going to die in there. Not a question, a statement, fear spoken out loud. Maybe, Salam admits. No point lying. Not now. Not to her mother. But if I do, Almaz grows up free. She grows up knowing her parents loved her enough to die for her. That's not nothing. It's not enough either. It's all I have to give. They sit in silence. Mother and daughter and granddaughter. 3 generations of women who've survived things they shouldn't have had to survive. Who fought battles they shouldn't have had to fight. Eventually, Salam's mother takes Almaz back. I'll put her down. You should try to rest. I can't sleep. I know, but try anyway. You'll need your strength tomorrow. Salam goes to her room, lies on the bed, stares at the ceiling. The bed feels enormous, empty. She reaches for Wool's pillow, the one he slept on 6 months ago, before the arrest, before everything went to hell. It doesn't smell like him anymore. She washed the sheets too many times, trying to keep busy, trying to keep sane. Now she regrets it, wishes she'd kept something that still carried his scent. She pulls his shirt from under her pillow instead, the black one she took from the safe house when they ran, soft from too many washings. It smells faintly like him if she concentrates hard enough, like his cologne, like his skin, like home. She holds it against her face, breathes it in, and for the first time in months, maybe since he was arrested, she lets herself really cry. Not angry tears, not frustrated tears, not scared tears, just grief, pure and simple and overwhelming, for the time they've lost, for the life they should be living, for the man who's been suffering alone in a cell while she's been out here trying to be strong enough for both of them. I'm coming for you, she whispers into the fabric, into the darkness, into whatever force in the universe keeps testing them. I'm coming and we're ending this. Together, one way or another, I swear on everything I am, I'm bringing you home. Morning comes too fast. Salam dresses carefully, black jeans, black t-shirt, simple, non-threatening, the necklace with the hidden camera, her bra with the sewn-in wire, the tracker invisible under her skin, no weapons because they'll search for those, no obvious technology because they'll search for that too. Just herself, her rage, her love, her absolute refusal to accept a world where Yon wins. She says goodbye to Almaz without waking her, just stands over the crib, watches her sleep, touches her soft cheek one more time, memorizes every detail of her perfect face, her tiny hands curled into fists, her rosebud mouth, her impossible perfection. Haben is waiting by the door when Salam emerges. I hate this plan. I know. If you die in there, I'll never forgive you. That's fair. They hug, hard, desperate, everything that can't be said packed into that embrace. Sisters, family, everything that matters. When they pull apart, both have tears on their faces. Salam gets in the car, alone. No weapons because they'll find them. No backup because that's the deal. Just the wire and the camera and the tracker. And herself. Her love for Wool and Almaz burning so hot it could melt steel. She drives through the city early morning. Not much traffic yet. Out into the countryside, the sky is gray, overcast, appropriate weather for what she's doing, for where she's going. The GPS leads her to gates, massive, iron, 20 feet high, security cameras visible on every post, tracking her approach. The gates are closed, waiting, like the mouth of some enormous beast waiting to swallow her whole. The gates begin to open, slowly, mechanically. The sound is ominous, final. The sound of a trap being set, the sound of no return. Salam drives through. Her hands are steady on the wheel, even though her heart is pounding hard enough to crack ribs. She's terrified, absolutely terrified. But fear doesn't matter anymore. Fear is just noise, background static to the purpose burning in her chest like a star. The gates close behind her, heavy, definitive, the sound of a trap closing, the sound of being cut off from the outside world, the sound of being exactly where Yon wants her. Trapped. The gates close behind her with the finality of a coffin lid. Salam drives slowly up the paved driveway, manicured grounds on either side, Perfect hedges, fountains, sculptures that probably cost more than most people earn in a lifetime. Beauty weaponized, wealth displayed like armor. This is Yeon's kingdom, her fortress, her world where she makes the rules and everyone else bleeds. The main house looms ahead, modern architecture, glass and steel and sharp angles, cold, impersonal. Exactly what Salam expected. Guards everywhere. She counts 6 visible from her position, probably 3 times that many she can't see, all armed, all watching her approach with the dead-eyed focus of professionals who've done terrible things and will do them again without hesitation. She parks where they indicate, gets out slowly, hands visible, non-threatening, playing the role of desperate woman trading herself for the man she loves. Not hard to play, it's the truth, just not the whole truth. 2 guards approach immediately. A man and a woman, both Korean, both built like they break bones for cardio. The woman speaks first. Arms up, spread your legs. Salam complies. The search is thorough, invasive, hands running over every inch of her body, checking waistband, checking bra line, checking everywhere someone might hide a weapon or device. The woman finds the necklace, holds it up to the light, studies the pendant. What's this? A necklace, Salam says, keeping her voice steady. Calm. My mother gave it to me before I came, for luck. The woman turns it over in her fingers, looking at it from every angle. Salam's heart is pounding so hard she's sure they can hear it. The camera is invisible unless you know exactly what you're looking for, unless you have reason to suspect, unless the woman closes her fist around it, yanks hard, the chain breaks. No jewelry, no personal items. Security protocol. She drops it on the ground, crushes it under her boot. The sound of delicate metal being destroyed, the sound of their visual feed being eliminated. Kwon will hear this through the wire. Will know they just lost eyes. Will be panicking right now in his apartment with Haben beside him, losing their minds. But the wire stays hidden. They didn't find it. The search continues, checking her shoes, making her remove them, checking the soles, checking everything. But they don't make her remove her bra, don't cut it apart to examine the seams. The wire survives. Audio remains. That's something. Not much, but something. Oh, she's clean, the woman finally says. They escort her inside, through enormous doors, into a foyer that's all marble and glass and more money than sense, up a curved staircase, down a hallway with art on the walls that probably belongs in museums. Everything here screams wealth and power and untouchability. They stop at a door, heavy wood, expensive, the kind that's probably bulletproof and soundproof and everything proof. One guard knocks, a voice from inside, Yeon's voice. Enter. They open the door, push Salam inside gently but firmly. The door closes behind her. Locks engage, multiple locks, the sound of being sealed in. The office is exactly what Salam expected. Elegant, expensive, everything carefully chosen to project power and success. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the grounds. A desk that's probably worth more than a car. Leather chairs, bookshelves filled with books that have probably never been read. Art, sculptures. A room designed to intimidate, to remind visitors exactly who holds the power here. Yeon sits behind the desk. She's older than Salam expected, mid-50s maybe, but beautiful in that sharp, maintained way that comes from money and discipline and refusing to age gracefully. Elegant suit, hair perfectly styled, makeup flawless. She looks like a CEO, a politician, a woman who runs boardrooms in countries, not a trafficker, not a monster. That's the trick. Monsters rarely look like monsters. Salam, Yeon says, smiling. The smile doesn't reach her eyes. You actually came. I'm genuinely surprised. Impressed even. Stupid, yes, but brave. I can respect bravery even when it's suicidal. Where's Wool? Salam asks. Direct. No games, no pleasantries. She's not here to make friends. Impatient. Yeon's smile widens. I like that. No pretense. No trying to charm me or manipulate me. Just straight to business. Fine. I'll show you. She turns her laptop. The screen shows a video feed. Live, a prison cell, Concrete walls, metal bed, toilet in the corner, and wool sitting on the bed. He's so much thinner than 6 months ago. Gaunt. His beautiful tattoos, the dragon scales, the tiger stripes, the Korean characters covering his neck and both arms, look faded against skin that's too pale. Like he hasn't seen sunlight in half a year. Because he hasn't. Bruises on his face, his arms, his ribs visible through his prison shirt. He looks destroyed, broken. But his eyes, his intense dark eyes are still fierce, still fighting, still refusing to give up. He's staring directly at the camera, like he knows Salam is watching, like he can feel her on the other side of that screen. Salam's breath catches. Her chest tightens. 6 months. 6 months since she's seen his face, since she's heard his voice, since she's been able to touch him. And now he's right there, right in front of her, but impossibly far away, behind concrete and steel and distance. He's alive, Yon says, watching Salam's reaction, drinking in her pain like wine. As promised, beaten regularly by inmates I pay very well. Starved just enough to be uncomfortable, but not enough to kill him. Kept in isolation so he has nothing but his thoughts and his regrets and his knowledge that he failed to protect you. But alive, breathing, suffering beautifully. The deal was, Salam starts. The deal changed, Yon interrupts, standing now, walking around the desk, circling Salam like a predator. I've been thinking about our arrangement, about what I really want, and I realized something. You're more valuable than I initially thought. The woman who destroyed my network, who killed my associates, who made me look weak in front of people I need to fear me, who cost me billions, who exposed operations I spent decades building. She stops in front of Salam, close, invading her space. I don't just want leverage over my son anymore. I want to break you, personally, slowly. I want to watch you suffer and beg and realize that fighting me was the biggest mistake of your miserable life. That wasn't the deal, Salam says. Her voice is steady even though her heart is racing, even though every instinct is screaming at her to run. I don't care. Yon's smile turns cruel, cold. You walked into my house, my territory, my world. You have no power here, no leverage, no options. You're mine now, to do with as I please. And what pleases me is keeping you as my guest, my prisoner, my pet project. Maybe eventually I'll let Wool go. Maybe, if you're very good, if you entertain me sufficiently, if you suffer beautifully enough. But that's entirely up to me, not you, me. Because here in this place, I am God, and you are nothing. 2 guards enter. Must have been waiting outside. They grab Salam's arms. Not gently. She doesn't resist. Not yet. Not when resistance is pointless. Save energy. Save strength. Wait for the right moment. They drag her from the office, down different hallways, up more stairs. The house is enormous, a maze, designed to confuse, designed to make escape impossible, even if you got out of your room. Finally, they stop at another door, open it, push her inside. The room is beautiful, luxurious even. King bed with expensive linens, private bathroom visible through an open door, windows overlooking gardens, furniture that costs more than most people's cars, everything designed for comfort, for luxury. Except the door locks from the outside, except the windows don't open, except the cameras, 3 of them, visible in the corners, watching everything, recording everything. No privacy, no safety. A beautiful cage is still a cage. The door closes, locks engage. Salam is alone. She stands in the center of the room, breathing, thinking, assessing. The wire is still hidden, still transmitting. Kwan can hear everything, knows where she is, knows the deal changed, knows she's trapped, but he can't help, not yet, not without risking everything. She starts searching, methodically, carefully, looking for anything useful. Checking drawers, checking the bathroom, checking under the bed, behind furniture, looking for weapons, tools, anything she can use. But there's nothing. The room has been carefully prepared. Everything that could be used as a weapon or tool removed. Even the hangers in the closet are the kind that bend instead of break. Even the bathroom has plastic cups instead of glass. They thought of everything. Hours pass, the light outside changes. Afternoon becoming evening. No one comes. No food, no water. Just silence and cameras and the knowledge that she walked into this willingly. That she chose this. That there's no way out except through. In his apartment across the city, Kwan sits at his laptop wearing headphones, listening to the wire feed, recording everything. His face is pale, drawn. Haben paces behind him like a caged animal. Back and forth, wearing a path in the carpet. "We have to go in," Haben says for the 5th time. "We have to get her out now before..." "Before what?" Kwan interrupts, not looking away from his screen. From the audio waveforms showing Salam's breathing, showing silence. "Before they kill her? They won't. Not yet. She's too valuable. Yon wants to break her first. We go in now, we lose everything. We lose the evidence. We lose any chance of exposing Day. We lose Wool. We wait for Salam's signal. That's the plan." "The plan is insane. The plan is all we have." Night falls. The room gets dark. Salam sits on the bed, waiting, planning, trying to figure out her next move, how to get the evidence she needs, how to prove the connection between Yon and Day. The door opens. Salam is on her feet immediately, ready, defensive stance. But it's just Yon, standing in the doorway, perfect as always, smiling that cold smile. "Comfortable. The room is quite nice. I had it prepared especially for you. Everything you could need except freedom." "What do you want?" Salam asks. "Just checking on my guest, making sure you're settling in." "Oh, and I thought you might like to know. Your daughter is beautiful. Almaz, such a lovely name. I saw photos. She has your skin, her father's eyes, absolutely precious." Yon's smile widens at Salam's reaction. The flash of rage, the protective instinct. "Don't worry, I won't touch her. Not yet. Not while you're being cooperative. But if you cause problems, if you try anything foolish, well, accidents happen, even to babies." Salam moves before thinking. Launches herself at the doorway, gets her hand through the gap before guards appear, trying to reach Yon, trying to hurt her. The guards grab Salam, pull her back violently, slam her against the wall, hard enough to hurt, hard enough to crack something. One of them hits her, fist to the stomach. She doubles over, can't breathe. They drop her on the floor. Yon watches, amused, delighted. There she is, the fighter, the mother. "I was wondering when I'd see her. But Salam, darling, you need to understand something. Violence here gets you nothing except pain. Compliance gets you food, water, the possibility of seeing Wool again. Choose wisely." She turns, walks out. The guards follow. The door closes, locks. Salam stays on the floor, breathing hard, ribs screaming, hands shaking with rage and fear and helplessness. Hours pass. Salam eventually drags herself to the bed, lies there in the dark, hurting, listening to her own breathing, listening to the silence, wondering if Kwan heard all that, wondering if he's panicking, wondering if this was all a terrible mistake. The door opens again, late, maybe midnight, maybe later. Salam sits up, prepared for guards, for Yon, for more psychological torture. But it's not guards, not Yon. It's a man, tall, built, familiar in a way that makes Salam's blood freeze. He steps into the light from the hallway, face becoming visible, features she knows, features that haunt her nightmares. Trevor, alive, standing in her doorway, smiling that smile she remembers from 2 years of hell, from abuse and control and terror. The smile that says he owns her, has always owned her, will always own her. "Miss me, baby?" His voice is exactly the same, smooth, confident, dangerous. Salam can't breathe, can't move, can't process. Trevor is dead. He has to be dead. Wool killed him, choked him to death in the compound during the rescue. She watched it happen. Watched Wool refuse to stop even after Trevor stopped moving. Watched him. "You look like you've seen a ghost," Trevor says. stepping inside, closing the door behind him. Surprise. I'm harder to kill than you thought, than anyone thought. Jan had doctors standing by during that whole compound fight. The second I went down, they pulled me out, revived me, saved my life. Because she had plans for me, plans that involved you eventually. He's wearing tactical gear, security badge on his belt, gun holstered at his hip. Head of security, Jan's head of security, working for her, protected by her, alive because she wanted him alive. You're dead, Salam whispers. You're supposed to be dead. Supposed to be doesn't mean much in this world. He walks closer. Not touching. Not yet. Just invading her space, making her remember, making her afraid. Jan promised me something special if I played dead. If I stayed hidden. If I waited. She promised me you after she's done breaking you, after she's finished playing with you. You're mine, just like old times. Just like it should have been before my ungrateful brother interfered. Before you ran, before you thought you could escape me. If you touch me, Salam starts. I won't, Trevor interrupts, smiling. Not yet. Jan's orders. You're her toy right now. I have to wait my turn. But I can talk to you. I can visit. I can remind you exactly what's waiting for you at the end of this. When she's done. When she gets bored. When she hands you over to me and walks away. He leans close. Close enough she can smell his cologne. The same one he always wore. The smell that used to make her stomach turn. I'm going to enjoy breaking you all over again. Slowly. Completely. The way I should have the first time. And there's no one coming to save you. Your husband is rotting in prison. Your sister doesn't know where you are. Detective Kwan can't help you. You're alone. Mine. Finally, he steps back, still smiling. Sleep well, baby. I'll see you tomorrow, and the next day, and every day after that, because I'm patient, and you're worth waiting for. He leaves. Door closes. Locks. Salam sits frozen on the bed, shaking, not from cold, from rage, from terror, from the knowledge that her worst nightmare is alive and working for Jan and waiting for his turn to destroy her. In his apartment, Kwan heard every word, every threat. He's white as paper. Haben is beside him crying, furious, terrified. We're going in, Haben says. Right now, tonight. We can't, Kwan says. His voice is dead, hollow. We still don't have proof of the day connection. We go in now, we save Salam maybe, but we lose everything else. Wool stays in prison. Jan and Day walk free. The network keeps operating. We have to wait. She's being tortured. I know. Kwan slams his fist on the desk. I know, but we wait. We trust Salam's plan. We wait for her signal. Days pass. Day 2. Day 3. Trevor visits each night. Never touches. Just talks. Psychological warfare. Reminding Salam of their past. Of the abuse. Of his control. Of what's coming when Jan finishes with her. Each visit breaks her a little more. Cracks the armor she's built. Reminds her that some nightmares never end. They bring her food occasionally. Water. Enough to survive. Nothing comfortable. The cameras watch constantly. Jan visits once more on day 2. Casual. Checking on her investment. Making sure Salam is breaking at the right pace. On day 3, guards bring clothes. A dress. Elegant. Black. Expensive. Heels. Makeup. Get ready, one says. Dinner in 1 hour. Salam showers. Dresses. The dress fits perfectly. They measured her. Planned this. She puts on the makeup mechanically. Becomes the version of herself they want to see. Compliant, broken, defeated. They escort her downstairs to a dining room that's all dark wood and crystal and a table set for 3. Yeon sits at the head, dressed elegantly, jewelry, perfect hair. Salam, you look lovely. Please sit. Salam sits, the chair to Yeon's right, close, intimate. We have a special guest tonight, Yeon says. Someone I want you to meet. The door opens. A man enters. Korean, late 40s, expensive suit, powerful presence, eyes that have ordered terrible things and slept peacefully after. Ethiopian Vice Minister Day. Salam recognizes him from Kwan's files, from surveillance photos. from months of investigation. He sits, looks at Salam with mild interest. So this is the famous Salam, the woman who caused us so much trouble. Ooh, Salam asks, making them say it, making the wire catch it. Jan laughs, reaches across the table, takes Da's hand, intimate, possessive. Salam, meet my husband. We've been married for 10 years. Kept it quiet, of course, for obvious reasons. His position requires discretion. But here, in private, we can be honest. Everything clicks. The protection, the evidence manipulation, the resources. A vice minister married to a trafficker. Government power protecting criminal enterprise. Dinner is served. They talk openly about operations, about trafficking, about bribes, about evidence destroyed, about people killed. Everything. Confessing like Salam is already dead. Your husband will die in prison, Day says. The evidence is bulletproof. He'll never be free. And you'll disappear, Yon adds. The baby will be sold. No one will know what happened to you. Salam whispers, so quietly they can't hear, just for the wire. Kwan Dai is Yon's husband, married 10 years, government marriage records. Find them, expose them. The alarm blares immediately, red lights, guards flooding in. Yon stands, furious. She's wired, find it. They grab Salam, rip her dress, find the wire, pull it out. Yon's face contorts with rage. You used yourself as bait. I'm a mother, Salam says, smiling despite the blood in her mouth. I'd burn in hell for my daughter. Guards drag her to the basement, to interrogation rooms, strap her to a chair, metal, bolted down, no escape. The door closes, darkness. But Salam is smiling, because Kwan has everything. The interrogation room smells like blood and fear and decades of suffering. Concrete walls, single light bulb hanging from the ceiling, flickering, casting shadows that dance like demons. Metal chair bolted to the floor. Restraints on the arms and legs. Industrial. Unbreakable. Built for holding people who don't want to be held. Salam is strapped down tight, wrists bleeding where she tried to pull free. Ankles raw, her dress is torn, ruined. Blood on her face from where they hit her, bringing her down here. But she's not crying, not begging, not giving them the satisfaction. Trevor stands to her left, arms crossed, smiling that smile she hates more than anything in this world. Jan stands to her right, furious, cold, controlled rage radiating off her like heat. Names, Jan says. Her voice is ice. Who helped you? Who's on your team? Where are they hiding? Where's baby? Salam says nothing, just stares straight ahead, past them, through them, focusing on breathing, on surviving, on not breaking. We can do this the easy way or the hard way, Trevor says. Still smiling, enjoying this. But either way, you're going to talk. Everyone talks eventually. You know that. You've seen it. So why not save yourself the pain and just tell us what we want to know? Silence. Salam's jaw is clenched so tight her teeth hurt. Jan nods to Trevor. Make her understand. Trevor moves fast, hits her, fist to the face. Her head snaps sideways. Pain explodes. Bright, sharp. She tastes blood, feels it running from her nose. Her lips split, but she doesn't make a sound, doesn't give him anything. He hits her again, stomach this time. Air leaves her lungs. She can't breathe, can't think, just pain, pure pain. He hits her ribs, her shoulder, her face again. Methodical, professional, knows exactly how to hurt without killing, how to break without destroying. Where's your team? Jan asks again. Calm, patient, like they have all the time in the world. Where's Detective Kwan? Where's your sister? Where are they hiding the baby? Salam spits blood, looks at Jan directly. Go to hell. Trevor hits her harder. Again, again, again. Her vision blurs. Everything's spinning. She's going to pass out, going to lose consciousness. Going to across the city, Kwan is at his laptop, fingers flying. He heard everything through the wire before they found it. heard the confession, heard Day and Jan admit everything. Marriage, trafficking, government corruption, all of it. Recorded, saved, backed up to 3 different servers in 3 different countries. Now he's searching databases, government records, marriage licenses, public documents that should be sealed but aren't if you know where to look, if you have the right access, if you're desperate enough to break laws to find truth. There, he says. Haben is beside him, watching the screen. Marriage certificate, registered 10 years ago. Private ceremony. Dae Sung Min and Nam Yeon. Witnessed, notarized, legal, everything we need. Send it, Haben says. Her voice is hard, desperate. Send it everywhere. Now. Kwon is already moving, copying files, attaching documents, writing emails to every news outlet in Korea. International press, government oversight committees, anti-corruption agencies, everyone. The email is simple, direct, marriage certificate attached, audio recordings of tonight's dinner confession attached, evidence of government official married to known trafficker, evidence of corruption at the highest levels. He hits send, then sends again and again. Different outlets, different agencies, flooding the system with truth they can't ignore, can't bury, can't make disappear. It's out, Kwon says. Everything. The marriage, the confession, the evidence. It's everywhere now. They can't stop it. Within minutes, the story breaks. News alerts, social media exploding. Government in chaos. Vice Minister Day's office being called for comment. Denials, confusion, panic. The marriage certificate is real, verified, undeniable. The audio recordings are clear, detailed, damning. Day's career implodes in real time, calls for resignation, investigation, arrest. The Prime Minister's office releases a statement. Day is suspended pending investigation. Government distancing itself, cutting ties, throwing him to the wolves to save themselves. In the interrogation room, Yeon's phone rings. She answers, listens. Her face goes white, then red, then purple with rage. She's screaming into the phone, demanding answers, demanding solutions. But there are none. The story is out. The damage is done. Everything she built, everything she protected, everything she paid for with blood and money and decades of careful planning. Gone. Destroyed. By one woman who walked into her house and used herself as bait. She ends the call, throws the phone against the wall. It shatters. She turns to Salam. Understanding dawning, fury absolute. You used yourself as bait to get close to me, to expose us, to record us, to destroy everything. Salam smiles, blood on her teeth, face swollen, but smiling, actually smiling. I'm a mother. I'd burn in hell for my daughter. You'll never understand that. Yeon pulls a gun from her jacket, points it at Salam's head, trembling with rage. Then burn. The explosion is massive, deafening. The entire compound shakes, walls cracking, dust falling from the ceiling, alarms blaring, red lights flashing. Yeon stumbles. Trevor grabs the wall for balance. Another explosion. Closer. The sound of heavy weapons. Tactical assault. What the hell? Trevor starts. The door explodes inward. Breaching charge. Smoke and debris. Armed figures pouring through. Tactical gear. Weapons raised. But not police. Not military. Just Kwon and Haben and maybe 5 others. Everyone they could gather on short notice. Everyone who owed them favors. Everyone willing to die to save Salam. Gunfire erupts. Trevor returns fire. Yeon runs, disappearing through a back door. Chaos, bullets hitting concrete, ricocheting, people screaming. Guards flooding in from other parts of the compound. Full firefight in tight quarters. Haben fights her way to Salam, cuts the restraints with a knife. Can you walk? Salam stands, legs shaking, vision blurry. Everything hurts. Can I kill? Then I can walk. Someone hands her a gun. She checks it. Chambers around, follows Haben into the smoke and chaos. They're not running toward the exit. They're going deeper, into the compound, toward the basement levels, towards where Wool has to be. He's here, Salam shouts over the gunfire. Yeon lied. The prison feed was recorded. He's been here the whole time. They fight through hallways, taking down guards, moving fast, desperate. Kwan is somewhere behind them covering their retreat. His people holding the line, buying time, dying maybe, but holding. Downstairs, into basement levels. More guards, more fighting. Salam kills 2 herself, clean shots, center mass, no hesitation, survival mode, warrior mode, mother protecting her family mode. They reach a heavy door, locked, reinforced. Haben plants a small charge. They take cover. The explosion blows the lock. The door swings open. Inside is a cell, worse than any prison. Concrete box, no windows, bare mattress on the floor, bucket in the corner, and Wool chained to the wall, shirtless. His beautiful tattoos, dragons and tigers and Korean characters covering his neck and arms, stark against skin that's too pale, too thin, stretched over ribs that show too clearly. Bruises everywhere, fresh, old, layered. 6 months of systematic torture. His dark hair is longer, matted. His intense eyes are hollow, broken. But when he sees Salam, something sparks. Life, hope, recognition. Salam? His voice is rough, unused, like he hasn't spoken in weeks. She's across the room in seconds, hands on his face, his neck, his shoulders. Real, alive, here. I'm here, we're leaving, now. Haben is already working on the chains, bolt cutters, heavy duty. The chains break, fall away. Wool tries to stand, his legs give out. 6 months of malnutrition, torture, abuse. He can't walk, can barely stand. I've got you, Salam says, arm around him, supporting him. We're going home. They're moving back toward the stairs when Trevor appears, blocking the hallway, gun raised, smiling, always smiling. Going somewhere? Wool sees him. Recognition. Rage. Pure, absolute rage. The man who abused Salam for 2 years, who threatened their baby, who's been haunting them, who should be dead but isn't, who keeps coming back like a nightmare that never ends. You, Wool says, his voice is death itself. Me, Trevor confirms. Surprise. I'm harder to kill than... Wool moves, fast, faster than someone in his condition should be able to move, rage fueling him. 6 months of helplessness, 6 months of being beaten, 6 months of knowing his family was out there suffering while he rotted in a cell, all of it channeling into pure violence. He tackles Trevor. Both men go down. The gun skitters away. They're fighting, brutal, desperate. Wool is weak, starved, broken, but he's fighting with everything he has, everything he is, every ounce of rage and love and protective instinct. Trevor is stronger, healthier, trained. He gets on top, starts choking Wool, hands around his throat, squeezing. You should have stayed in your cell, should have let me have her, should have. Salam shoots him 3 times, back, shoulder, leg. Trevor screams, rolls off Wool. Salam is on him immediately, kicking his gun away, but Wool is faster. Wool is there, hands around Trevor's throat now, choking him, squeezing. Trevor fights, claws, tries to break free, but Wool doesn't stop, won't stop, can't stop. This is for every time you touched her, Wool says, voice shaking. Every threat, every bruise, every nightmare. This is for Almaz, for our family, for everything you tried to take from us. Trevor's struggles get weaker, his face turning purple, eyes bulging. Still, Wool doesn't stop, even after Trevor goes limp, even after he stops breathing, even after he's clearly dead. Wool keeps squeezing, keeps choking, making absolutely sure, making it permanent. Salam touches his shoulder. He's gone, we have to move. Wool finally lets go. Trevor's body falls, dead, actually dead this time. No coming back, no resurrection, no more nightmares. Finished. They run, Wool between Salam and Haben, supporting him, half carrying him. Upstairs, through hallways. The compound is chaos, firefight still raging. Kwan's people holding the entrance, creating an exit path. Outside, fresh air, night. They pile into vehicles, Kwan behind the wheel. tires screaming, racing away from the comp. Behind them, a helicopter lifts off. Jan and Day escaping, running. But their empire is burning. Their protection is gone. Their power destroyed. They make it to the safe house. Different location, prepared in advance. Salam's mother is there waiting. And Almaz, 6 months old, bigger now, more aware. She sees Salam and reaches, makes happy baby sounds. Recognition. Salam takes her daughter, holds her, breathes her in. 6 months, the longest 6 months of her life. But they're together now, safe, alive. Wool sees his daughter for the first time in half a year, sees how much she's grown, how much he's missed. He reaches out with shaking hands, touches her soft cheek, her curly hair. Almaz looks at him, studies his face. This stranger who's crying, who's touching her gently like she might break. Then she smiles, reaches for him, tiny hands grabbing his fingers. Wool breaks completely, pulls both of them close. Salam and Almaz, his family, his world, his everything. He's crying, sobbing, 6 months of pain and fear and helplessness pouring out. Salam holds him, lets him break, lets him feel it. They're safe now, together. That's all that matters. The moment lasts maybe 30 seconds, maybe a lifetime. Hard to tell. Time moves differently when you're holding everything you thought you'd lost forever. Quan enters. His face is grim. We have a problem. Of course they do. Peace never lasts. Not for them. Day's career is over, Quan continues. He's being investigated. Arrested, probably. But he and Jan escaped. They're in the wind, and Jan sent a message. He shows them his phone. Text message, unknown number. You took my empire. I'm taking everything you love, starting with your mother and daughter. 24 hours. Salam's blood goes cold. Almaz is here. She's safe. We have her. That's not the location Jan knows about, Quan says quietly. I moved them during the rescue. Standard protocol, but someone on my team knew the original safe house location. Someone talked. Someone betrayed us. Jan thinks your mother and Almaz are still there. At the old location. Who's there now? Wool asks. His voice is rough, dangerous. Quan hesitates. No one was supposed to be. It was supposed to be empty, but... He checks his phone. I'm getting reports. Someone's there. Cameras show movement inside. Salam's mother goes pale. My sister. I asked her to pick up some things I left behind. She was going to meet me here after. She's there now, with her daughter, my niece. How old? Haben asks. 6 months, same age as Almaz. Understanding crashes down. Jan thinks she's going after Salam's mother and baby. But she's actually going after Salam's aunt and cousin. Wrong location, wrong people. But Jan doesn't know that, won't care. We'll kill them anyway just to send a message. We have to go, Salam says, already moving, handing Almaz to her mother. Now, how long do we have? Quan checks his watch. Message came in 20 minutes ago. Said 24 hours, but Jan lies. Could be moving now. Could be there in minutes. Could already be too late. They move fast. Wool can barely walk, but he's coming anyway. Won't stay behind. Can't. Salam, Wool, Haben, Quan, armed, desperate, racing against time. The car speeds through Seoul. Traffic, red lights. Doesn't matter. They blow through everything. Pedal down. 15 minutes. 10, 5. They're close. Almost there. The safe house is visible ahead. Quiet street, residential. Looks peaceful. Then they see the vehicles. 3 of them. Black SUVs. Jan's people. Already here. They're out of time. They're out of the car before it fully stops. Weapons drawn. Moving fast. The safe house is ahead. 2-story residential. Quiet neighborhood. Lights on inside. The black SUVs are parked out front, blocking the driveway. Jan's people are already inside. Gunfire erupts immediately. Jan's men see them coming. Open fire from windows, from the doorway. Muzzle flashes in the darkness. Bullets hitting pavement. Cars, walls. Salam dives behind a vehicle. Wool beside her. Haben and Quan taking cover across the street. How many? Wool shouts over the gunfire. At least 8 outside, Quan answers. Unknown number inside. We go through them, Salam says, already moving, returning fire, controlled bursts, professional. She's killed before. She'll kill again. Whatever it takes to reach her daughter. They advance, fighting their way toward the house. Yon's men are professionals, but Salam's team is desperate. Desperation wins. Always wins. One guard goes down. 2, 3. The others retreat inside. Defensive positions. Salam reaches the front door, kicks it open. Haben covers her. They're inside, hallway, living room visible ahead. Sounds of fighting deeper in the house, gunfire, screaming. Someone's alive in there. Someone's fighting back. Inside the safe house on the second floor, Salem's mother is in the panic room with Almaz, the reinforced bedroom. Steel door, bulletproof walls. She's holding 6-month-old Almaz against her chest. The baby is crying, terrified, sensing danger. Salam's mother rocks her gently, whispers comfort. Shh, baby girl. Grandma's here. Grandma's got you. Everything's going to be okay. But she can hear them. Yon's men, in boots on stairs, voices shouting, searching room by room, getting closer. They're hunting, looking for this exact room. Looking for the woman and baby they came to kill. Salam's mother looks at Almaz, at her granddaughter's perfect face, her daughter's baby. Everything precious in this world. She makes a choice, the only choice, a grandmother's choice, a mother's choice. She places Almaz in the reinforced crib in the corner of the panic room, covers her with blankets, soft, warm, safe. Stay quiet, sweet girl, please stay quiet. Grandma will be right back, I promise. She picks up the pistol Kwan gave her, checks it, chambered round, safety off. She's not a fighter, never has been. But she's a grandmother, and she'll die before letting anyone hurt this baby. She opens the panic room door, steps out into the hallway, closes the door behind her, locks it. The lock is electronic, biometric. Only Salam or Kwan can open it now. The baby is sealed inside, protected, safe as she can make her. Then she walks toward the stairs, making noise, making herself visible, drawing them to her, away from the panic room, away from Almaz. 3 men are on the stairs. They see her, raise weapons. Where's the baby? Gone, she lies. Taken hours ago. You're too late. You're lying. Search the house. You won't find her. They don't believe her. But they're trained to be thorough. 2 of them move past her, checking rooms. The 3rd stays focused on her, gun trained. You're coming with us. Yon wants to ask you questions. Yon can ask me in hell. She raises her pistol, fires. The shot hits him in the chest. He goes down, surprised. Didn't expect an older woman to fight back. Didn't expect resistance. The other 2 hear the shot, come running. She fires again, hits one in the shoulder. He screams, goes down, not dead but wounded, out of the fight. The 3rd man is faster, smarter. He fires back. 3 shots. Her chest, her stomach, her side. She goes down, hard, gun falling from her hand, blood spreading. So much blood. She's dying. Knows it. Can feel it. Life pouring out of her onto the hallway floor. But she's smiling. Because Almaz is safe. Hidden in the panic room. Protected. That's all that matters. That's everything. Downstairs, Salam hears the shots. Knows what they mean. She's running. Upstairs, toward the sound, toward her mother. Haben is behind her. Wolves somewhere below still clearing rooms. She reaches the 2nd floor. Sees her mother on the floor. Blood everywhere. The guard standing over her, raising his weapon to finish it. Salam shoots him. Doesn't think. Doesn't hesitate. Just kills him. He drops. Mama! Salam is on the floor, hands on her mother's face, her chest, trying to stop the bleeding. But there's too much. Too many wounds. Mama, no, stay with me. We're getting you out. We're Almaz, her mother whispers. Blood on her lips, her breathing shallow, wet, damaged lungs. Panic room, go! I'm not leaving you! Salam is crying, hands covered in her mother's blood. trying to hold her together, trying to keep her alive through sheer will. You already did, her mother says, smiling, actually smiling. The day you became a mother yourself, the day you chose her over everything. That's how it should be. That's what mothers do. She touches Salam's face with a shaking hand, blood on her fingers. Go, protect her. Let me go. I'm ready. I'm so ready. I get to see your father again. I get to rest. Go, baby. Save your baby. Mama, please. I love you, her mother whispers. So proud of who you became, the mother you are. Tell Almaz about me. Tell her. She stops, eyes going distant, unfocused, the light leaving, her hand falling. Gone, just gone, in seconds, in heartbeats, from alive to dead with nothing in between. Salam holds her, rocking her, like a child, like her mother used to hold her when she was small and afraid. No, Mama, come back. Please come back. I'm not ready. I need you. Mama, please. But the dead don't come back, ever, for anyone. Gunfire erupts somewhere below. More men coming. Salam has no time, no space to grieve, no luxury of falling apart. She's a mother. Mothers don't get to break when their children need them. She kisses her mother's forehead, closes her eyes gently. I love you. Thank you for everything, for saving her, for being you, for showing me what real mothers do. She stands, wipes her face, blood on her hands, on her clothes, on her soul. She finds the panic room door, presses her palm to the biometric scanner. The lock disengages. The door opens. Inside, Almaz is in the crib, crying, scared, alone, but alive, unharmed, safe, everything her grandmother died to protect. Salam scoops her up, holds her tight against her chest. I've got you. Mama's here. Mama's got you. You're safe now. You're safe. Almaz recognizes her, stops crying, buries her face in Salam's neck, tiny hands gripping her shirt, trusting, completely trusting. Salam runs, downstairs, Almaz held tight, one arm holding her daughter, one hand holding her gun. Haben meets her at the bottom. We need to move. More coming. Outside, vehicles are arriving. More black SUVs, reinforcements, but also a different vehicle. Expensive, armored, familiar. The door opens. Jan steps out, elegant even now, even in the middle of a war zone. Perfect suit, perfect hair, gun in her hand, Day beside her, both armed, both furious, both here to finish this personally. Enough, Jan shouts. Her voice cuts through the gunfire. Everyone stand down. The shooting stops. An eerie silence falls. Bodies everywhere. Blood, destruction, the cost of revenge, the price of war. Wool emerges from the house, positions himself beside Salam, protecting her, protecting Almaz. Haben on the other side, Kwan behind them. Family, team, survivors. Jan walks toward them, slowly, deliberately. Gun lowered but ready. Day follows. His career is over. His life is over. But he'll burn everything down before accepting defeat. Salam steps forward, Almaz in her arms. The baby is quiet now, watching, sensing her mother's tension. Salam's face is covered in her mother's blood. Her eyes are empty. Dead. Dangerous. It's over, Salam says. Her voice is flat, emotionless. Your empire is gone. Day's career is finished. The network is exposed. My mother is dead because of you. And now you're going to pay for all of it. Your mother died for nothing, Jan says. Smiling, cold, cruel. The baby's mine. I'm taking her, raising her myself. She'll forget you ever existed. She'll call me grandmother. She'll be everything you're not, everything I need her to be. Salam hands Almaz to Haben, gently, carefully. Take her. Get her away from here. Salam. Now. Haben takes Almaz, moves back, creating distance, protecting the baby from what's coming, from what has to happen. Salam walks toward Yon. No weapon now. Just herself. Just rage. Just maternal fury that's been building for 2 years. Every threat, every kidnapping, every moment of terror, every nightmare. Her mother's death. All of it focused. All of it ready to explode. You want me? Salam asks. Still walking, closing distance. Here I am. Come take me. Yon raises her gun, points it at Salam. Gladly. She fires. The shot goes wide. Salam is already moving. Too fast, too close, too determined. She tackles Yon. Both women go down hard onto the pavement. The gun skitters away across the driveway. They're fighting. Vicious, brutal. No technique, no training, just pure rage, pure survival instinct. 2 mothers, one twisted and broken, one fierce and protective, both willing to die, both willing to kill. Yon gets on top, hands around Salam's throat, squeezing. Your mother died screaming, died knowing she failed, died alone and afraid, and Salam sees red, pure, absolute. She bucks, throws Yon off with strength born from fury, reverses position. Now she's on top. Now her hands are around Yon's throat, squeezing, choking, making her pay, making her suffer. Behind them, Almaz is crying, scared. The sound of her daughter's fear fuels Salam, makes her stronger, makes her unstoppable. Yon fights, claws, scratches Salam's face, draws blood. But Salam doesn't feel it, doesn't care. She's beyond pain, beyond fear, beyond everything except ending this, ending her, making sure this nightmare never touches her family again. This is for my mother, Salam says, tears streaming down her face mixing with blood. For my daughter, for my husband, for every woman you trafficked, every life you destroyed, every family you broke. This is for all of them. Yon's struggles weaken, her face turning purple, eyes bulging, mouth opening, trying to breathe. But Salam's grip is iron, unbreakable. She's squeezing tighter, tighter, even after Yon goes limp, even after she stops breathing, even after her eyes go blank and empty. Salam keeps squeezing, making absolutely certain, making it permanent, making sure this monster never comes back, never threatens her baby again, never hurts anyone again. Nearby, Day raises his weapon, aims at Salam's back. Wool sees him, doesn't hesitate, shoots him clean, professional, center mass. Day goes down, dead before he hits the ground. No drama, no speech, just elimination, threat removed. Silence falls, complete, total. All of Yon's men dead or fled. Just bodies, just blood, just the cost. Wool kneels beside Salam, touches her shoulder gently. She's gone. She's gone. You can let go now. Salam releases Yon's throat, collapses off her body, onto the pavement beside her, shaking, sobbing, covered in blood. Her mother's, Yon's, her own. All of it mixed together. Haben brings Almaz. The baby is crying, reaching for Salam, wanting her mother, needing her mother. Salam takes her daughter, pulls her close, holds her tight. I've got you. Mama's here. Mama's always here. You're safe. You're safe. She rocks Almaz, crying into her soft hair, grieving her mother, grieving everything they lost, everything they survived, everything it cost. Wool wraps both of them in his arms, his wife, his daughter, his family, all 3 of them crying together, broken, surviving, healing. Quan approaches quietly. We need to go. Police are coming. We can't be here. They go, leave the bodies, leave the blood, leave the past behind in that driveway. They drive into the night, away from death, away from war, towards whatever life they can build from the ashes. Lovies, we need to stop right here because what you just witnessed was a mother's ultimate sacrifice and a daughter's ultimate vengeance. And if you're not absolutely destroyed right now, check if you still have a heart beating in your chest. This is Afro-Seoul TV, where we take you between 2 worlds, beyond all borders, and we just took you to hell and back and made you watch every second. We only serve tear-jerkers, heartbreakers, and game changers. And Salam's mother just gave everything while Salam took everything back with her bare hands. Drop a comment now. Lagos, Seoul, London, Nairobi, New York, Accra, Tokyo, Paris, Kampala, Johannesburg. Wherever you are in this world, we need to hear you scream because we just ended the war and the cost was everything. Hit that subscribe button like Salam's family depends on it, because they do. Share this with someone who needs to understand what real love costs, what real mothers sacrifice, what real warriors look like when they fight for their families. And hold on tight, because the epilogue is going to heal every broken piece of your shattered heart. 2 years later. The house sits on a cliff overlooking the ocean, mountains rising behind it, green, lush, remote, somewhere on the coast where nobody knows their names, somewhere they can breathe without fear, somewhere they can heal, somewhere they can be a family without looking over their shoulders. The morning is beautiful. Golden sunlight streaming through floor-to-ceiling windows. Ocean breeze carrying the smell of salt and freedom and peace. The kitchen smells like coffee and breakfast cooking. Normal, domestic, perfect. Salam stands at the counter, 8 months pregnant, her belly round and full with their second child, their son. Her natural black curly hair is long now, past her shoulders, wild and free and beautiful. She's wearing a simple sundress, comfortable, flowing, no makeup, no armor, no walls, just herself. Finally herself after everything. She's making breakfast, eggs, fresh bread, fruit from their garden, simple things, the things people do when they're not running, not fighting, not surviving, just living. Outside in the garden, Almaz is playing, almost 3 years old now, running through flowers, chasing butterflies, laughing with pure joy. She's beautiful, perfect mix of both parents. Salam's rich dark brown skin glowing in the sunlight, Wool's sharp elegant features, curly black hair bouncing as she runs. Yellow dress covered in dirt and grass stains, completely happy, completely free, completely safe. Wool chases her. His tattoos, the intricate dragons and tiger stripes and Korean characters covering his neck and both arms, are visible in the morning light. Beautiful, powerful. Art and history and survival written on his skin. He's healthy now, strong again. The gauntness from prison completely gone, replaced with muscle and life and joy. He catches Almaz, lifts her high, spins her around. She screams with delight. Again, Appa, again! He spins her again, both of them laughing. Father and daughter, family, everything they fought for, everything they almost lost, everything they have now. A car approaches up the long driveway. Salam tenses slightly. Old instincts, old fears. But then she sees it's just Haben, visiting like she does every Sunday. She's carrying flowers, white roses, beautiful, delicate, fresh. For her, Haben says quietly when she enters, hugging Salam carefully, mindful of the pregnant belly, touching it gently. How's my nephew doing in there? He's active, keeps me up at night kicking. I think he's going to be a fighter like his father, and stubborn like his mother. They smile, sisters, survivors, still here, still fighting, still loving. They walk to the garden together, to the corner where a small memorial stands. Simple stone marker, engraved with Salam's mother's name, her dates, and the words, beloved mother, beloved grandmother, hero. The white roses Haben brings join others already there. Fresh flowers every week, tended with love, remembered always. They stand in silence, just being there, honoring the woman who gave everything, who died protecting her granddaughter, who earned peace she never got to enjoy. You think she'd be proud? Salam asked quietly, her hand on her pregnant belly. I know she would be, Haben says. Look at what you built. Look at your family. Look at you, alive, free, happy, about to have another baby, living without fear. That's everything she wanted for you, everything she died to give you. Salam nods, can't speak, tears on her face, happy ones, sad ones, all of them mixed together. Grief and joy living side by side. That's how it works. That's how you survive. You carry both. That night after Haben leaves, after Almaz is asleep in her room surrounded by toys and books and stuffed animals and love, Salam and Wool are alone in their bedroom. It overlooks the ocean, moonlight streaming through windows, waves crashing gently below. Peaceful, safe, theirs. They're in bed, his hand on her pregnant belly, feeling their son move, kick, fight to be born, to meet them, to join this family they've built from ashes and blood and love. This one's a boy, Wool says softly. I can feel it. He's strong, determined, like his mother. We're naming him after your father, Salam says. He earned that, raised you alone, loved you even when everything was hard. He deserves to have his name carried forward. And his middle name? Wool asks, already knowing, already feeling it. After my mother, Salam whispers. So they're both here, always, both of them watching over him, protecting him, loving him from wherever they are now. Wool kisses her, soft, loving, real, the kind of kiss that says everything words can't. I love you. I choose you. I choose you every single day, forever. They fall asleep tangled together, his hand on her belly, her head on his chest, hearts beating in rhythm, alive, together, free, finally free. The next morning, they have breakfast together, all of them, Salam and Wool and Almaz. Family meal even though it's just breakfast. Almaz in her chair eating messily, getting eggs in her hair, fruit on her face, breadcrumbs everywhere, completely joyful, completely unaware of everything they survived to give her this life. Salam and Wool watch her, laughing at her mess, exhausted from pregnancy and chasing a toddler. Perfectly happy, the pregnant belly between them, their son growing, their family expanding, their life continuing. The image freezes on their smiles, on Almas's laugh, on Wool's hand on Salam's belly, on this moment, this perfect, hard-won, blood-bought moment of peace and love and family and everything they fought for, everything they lost, everything they found again. Text appears on screen. For the survivors, you are stronger than your scars. The image fades to black.